All right, I have to talk about this again. I can't not talk about it because it's so much a part of my identity and the whole theme of this channel. So, the video I made, I would trade nothing, all caps, to stop hair loss. But can you believe it? And of course, DJ Laser Blue, he's been with me a while. He knows me. He knows when I say something, I mean it. That's what I truly believe. And he's like my hype man. DJ Laser Blue is my hype man. You know, or my bodyguard / henchman. So if I went out somewhere, he'd be the big tall guy wearing the suit and the sunglasses. That's DJ Laser Blue. Here's what he says, quote, Nick Shell is militant. He wouldn't even give $5 to keep his hair. There was a stage I wouldn't give my left bullock to keep mine, end quote. So it is totally true. I said in the video, and I meant it, if there was some way that I could keep my hair by paying $5, that's all it cost, not thousands of dollars, but just $5 to keep my hair right now, I was given that offer, would I do it? And I said, and I meant no. Here's what it comes down to. When you fundamentally believe something, and it's so much part of your identity, you have identity protective cognition against it, which I have when it comes to hair loss, as far as believing that my value has anything to do with my hair. Me as a man being likable, being valuable to society is not based on my hair, more other than the fact that I'm a YouTube host. But even then, my hair is not even required to do this channel. In fact, some would argue I'd be a more relevant host. Did you see that spit? Rewind it like 6 seconds. Some would even argue I'd be a more relevant host if I naturally was bald and didn't have hair on top. But here's the thing. Fundamentally, hair doesn't mean anything to do with my identity to the point that someone said, come on, Nick, you wouldn't pay $5 to save your hair for the rest of your life. You wouldn't do that? Here's why the answer is no. Because it's a slippery slope. What if I said yes to $5? Okay, well, if you'd pay $5, Nick, certainly you'd pay $25. And if you pay $25, you certainly pay $100, $500, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. But by the time we're that high, then once we get to a couple thousand, then we're at a hair transplant stage, which people who bite their fingernails hoping that one day I'll get a hair transplant, which I never will, they know that it's only a couple $1,000s. I can have a decent hair transplant and I'd be good to go. I'd be in Tom Hanks territory at least. I'd be no worse than someone like Bradley Cooper. All the men have had some kind of work done. See, that's the thing. It's a slippery slope. If fundamentally I believe that I need to keep my hair to be a good-looking guy or a relevant guy or a cool guy, if I believe that and I'm willing to pay $5, I'm willing to pay more. How much more? And at that stage, then why am I not considering a hair transplant or Propecia, whatever it is that I'd spend money to save my hair loss, right? So that's why. I mean, if I'm going to give one more example, and it's going to be awful. This is going to be the worst thing you've ever heard me say. It's true. But I need you to understand how much of my identity is anti-saving my hair, personally, right? And remember, as you're hearing this, you're not hearing me tell you why you shouldn't care about hair loss and why you shouldn't buy hair loss saving stuff for $5. I'm telling you about me. I'm not telling you about you. Many of you still think that your hair is part of your identity because you're younger than me. And so far in your life it has mattered. But unfortunately, your genes, the cards you were dealt, means that you're going to be the guy that's bald on top and grows the beard. That's your DNA. And a lot of you are in denial about that. And I'm sorry about that, but I'm the only person in the universe who's willing to be honest and direct about you with all this stuff. And to also remind you, you're not even being judged on this anyway if you get the other stuff right. So get the other stuff right. Be funny, be skilled, be educated, be emotionally intelligent, be helpful. Those are the things society wants from you. But horrible example, worst thing you've ever heard me say. Here it is. This whole scale of, well, would you pay $5 to save your hair? Up to would you pay more? We could also reverse it. We could say, for any amount of money, would you get a hair transplant? And I've done that video before. For $1 million, would I get a hair transplant? And the thing is, it's like this. Would you be a male prostitute for $10,000 just for one day you have to be a male prostitute, meaning, it's you and your clients are men, assuming that you're straight. Just one day you get $10,000. Would you do that? And most of you are like, well, of course not. I would never do that. Oh, I know, that's cool. 100,000 for just one day to be a male prostitute, and no one really has to know about it. $100,000. Still, most of you, no way, no way, no way. I would never do that. $1 million. Be a male prostitute. Your other clients will be men. Just for one day, you become a millionaire. No, 10 million. $10 million. Are you serious? You wouldn't? See, that's the whole concept. And I'm not answering that question either way. Well, I am. The answer is no. The answer is definitely no. My point is, if you are fundamentally turned off on certain things that you believe in, like I would assume all of us are about becoming a male prostitute with other men, servicing only other men, right? Again, I'm only talking to people who are attracted to women when I say this, okay? So obviously, my point is, if you're not attracted to men, for no amount of money would you probably ever become a male prostitute for one day. So money is not an option for certain things for you. And what I'm telling you truthfully is, my hair loss thing goes in the same category as that. Just as if for no amount of money would I choose to be a male prostitute for a day, for any amount of money, I also wouldn't choose to try to save my hair if I could, because it's not part of who I am. My DNA says that I'm a man who's going to lose my hair throughout my life. And I don't want to deny who I am as a person. And I don't want to attach my confidence to that either. So when Nick Shell says for $5 he wouldn't save his hair, just think about that awful scenario I gave about the male prostitution thing. To me, I'm hardwired to see things that same way. If it's not part of who I am, I'm not willing to do it.